Hello world, my name is Autumn. Hello Anka. I just texted you like a second ago. Oh wait, oh my god, you literally just texted me back. Yes. I will be ready at 9 unless I hear differently. Happy to play. We have a full lobby. Let's go. Okay. What is happening? I have a wingman. That is what's happening, first of all. Ooh, balance this. Okay. So, I did not properly prepare because I forgot I had something to bring into class tomorrow. So that's what I was doing before going live. And then while I was doing that, I realized I arranged a lobby for Lethal Company at 9 p.m. and I don't have an overlay for it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch a scary, interesting YouTube video while I work on my overlay. We're gonna play AOT Wings, which is, we're playing the games in the wrong order. I just like blinded myself and that's okay. I can't show my screen because all my documents are on it and I can't have that being seen right now. And we are putting my computer into overdrive, like has never been done before. I have right now open YouTube, stream, Discord, Photoshop, the game we're playing in like 25 minutes now. I have my coat, wait for it. Oh love, we're ready. Wait man, no. I put this on just so that I didn't wear this while I was working on the overlay. You know what I realized upon doing that? I don't actually have a, I don't have an Attack on Titan plush. Out of all the plushes I have, that's the one that escapes my, that's the one that I just never owned. I don't know why. Out of all the things I should own, I don't have that one. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started on making the Lethal Company overlay. If Streamlabs suddenly dies on me, destiny. All right. Oh, and I meant to have my Discord open just in case. Okay. Anka, if you're still there, can you make sure that you guys have modded? What am I typing in? That's what I'm typing in. We played, what did we play Lethal Company on for modded? We had something. Oh. What was it? Was it literally you go to properties, updates, installed files, betas, controllers, game recording privacy. We played on modded and I'm gonna remember how in 5 seconds. Did we not? No, we have played on modded. Oh my god, am I tripping? Am I actually tripping here? How to play Lethal Company modded. I swear we had something down for modding Lethal Company. Like in my mind, something existed. Does it not? Am I just wrong all over? Ah, ads. Apparently... there was a way. Oh, it's on installed files. Properties, properties. I realized I don't have it either, and I was trying to figure out the name. It's called Thunderstore. Thunderstore IO. Thunderstore. Yeah. Download the app. Yeah, for some reason I deleted it. Why did I delete it? Yeah. Wait, let me make sure this is the right one so that if I crash my computer, it's on me and it's not on anyone else. Just... whoop. Okay. We're gonna see if it's if this is the right one. Oh, I need more water. Okay. You know what? This AOT things might have just been a complete lie. I might not get to it tonight. Your app should download right away. Lies? Oh no, here it is. Is this it? Was this right? We're gonna have to do all of the what we want. Select game. Thunderstore development is supported by ads. Yes, you are. No, this is right. This is right. I could have just made this all up. I think all the information about this is in the group chat that is dead, but that's okay. Okay, I'm sending it over Discord. What am I looking for? I am looking for you. Oh my god, was it R2 Modman? I just downloaded the wrong thing. No, it was R2 Modman. Yes. Oh wait. R2 Modman is Thunderstore. Wait, they're the same thing? They're different things. R2 Modman, I see it, but it's also by Thunderstore. Easily install and manage your mods with the Thunderstore. Oh! Okay, so you can either directly download R2 Modman, or you can use the Thunderstore app, and within the app, then you can access R2 Modman. So the link that I've sent you is... oh my god, I didn't even realize you were online. Is for the app, but this is for... the second link is for the R2 Modman if you only want the R2 Modman. I downloaded the first one. I'm gonna tell Secret to download the first one as well. We will be playing... we have 5. We'll be playing... unless someone pulls out last minute. But then that also means that, like, we don't have to be so wedded to... we can go explore some of the new maps with the unlimited funds if we don't feel like doing it, like, start to finish. Because we barely got the tunnels last time because we didn't... like, someone's asked to join, but they don't quite own the game yet, so I'm not actually sure if they will be joining. But if they do... oh no, what's wrong? Is this the wrong one? I can close this for now. I'm gonna minimize this for now. Oh no, as in, oh no, you don't know who's playing? Okay, no, I'll trust, okay. I'll trust that you'll download it and be ready at 9. Oh, it's if they don't have the game yet. So I said it was no worries if they didn't want to, in which case we can play without mods, but we can also go adventuring if we have more money. Okay, I'm gonna start the YouTube video, which means goodbye rainy music. And we are going to transition. Oh, which one did I put it on? Not that one. This one? Amazing. This will be the most half screen that you could possibly get for this, but you know what? We're working with it because I have to make my overlay now.
In December of 2002, 3 friends, Kylie, Megan, and Kira, and the other girls staying at a group home in Cedar City, Utah, gathered together to hear an announcement. When the girls had quieted down, one of the counselors told them that a special field trip had been planned for them on Christmas Eve. This group home was a facility that provided treatment programs for girls with substance, emotional, mood, and behavioral issues, and field trips were common, but this one was very different from the rest. Each of the girls in the house also had a unique story that led them there, but if anyone seemed like they didn't belong there, it was Kylie. The first impressions of her was that she was a goody two-shoes, just from the way she looked when she first arrived at the home.
That's so mean. You can't judge someone like just because how they're dressed. No, I'd actually cry if that was me.
As the other girls got to know her, though, they discovered how sweet, down-to-earth, and most of all, how funny Kylie was.
Good.
They were always amazed by her ability to make even the saddest girls among them laugh when no one else could get them to so much as smile. Kylie was given up for adoption as a baby and was eventually taken in by an upper-class family. But unfortunately, that wasn't enough to keep her from walking a destructive path as a teenager. She supposedly used drugs often and did a lot of partying, and she eventually ran away from home, and that's how she ended up in the group home. There, she made friends with Megan and Kira, and the 3 usually enjoyed field trips that were planned for them. When the announcement was made about the Christmas Eve trip, however, Kira couldn't shake this sudden feeling like something bad was going to happen, and she couldn't figure out why. She tried to tell the counselors and therapists at the group home about it, but her feelings were dismissed as nothing. Once the destination of the field trip was announced, though, Kira understood what her instincts were trying to tell her. The counselors would be taking the girls to Bloomington Cave, which is a remote but popular underground tunnel system in the southwest corner of the state.
I'm gonna trust this is the right size.
Kira just knew it would be on this trip. However, the rest of the girls, including Kylie and Megan, were excited and thought that it was a cool idea for a field trip. For more than 100 years after its discovery, Bloomington Cave was a favorite hangout for Boy Scouts and cavers. Unfortunately, it was also the perfect place to do illicit substances or participate in underage drinking, which drew people who weren't terribly respectful of the cave. The walls were eventually covered in graffiti, and the ground was constantly littered with bottles, garbage, and even human waste.
You would think after making so many of these overlays, I'd be better at it, but I'm really not.
Bloomington Cave and spent time evaluating how safe it was. Since the caving club's purpose was to preserve and further the study of caves, the club's conclusion was unexpected. They recommended that Bloomington Cave be blasted closed so no one would ever enter it. Their conclusion was that there was just far too much potential for inexperienced.
It's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do.
Plus, they believed the entire cave was geologically unstable, making it prone to rock falls and cave-ins.
That's also not what I meant to do.
In 1953, the cave's 5 entrances were wired with dynamite and blasted to rubble. The closure wouldn't last long, unfortunately, because access points were created by teens who moved the broken rocks out of the way. A second attempt at blasting them shut occurred in 1954 with the same results. The effort was just abandoned. Later, the Salt Lake Grotto Caving Club caught wind of the cave's existence and took it on as a mapping project in 1977. They managed to measure 3,000 feet or 914 meters of tunnels, but at that point, they deemed the project too dangerous to continue as well. Then in 1999, members of a local grotto club spent 3 years picking up where the previous group left off and measured Bloomington Cave to be 7,136 feet or 2,175 meters in length. Then, finally, on the morning of Christmas Eve 2002, 5 counselors and 15 girls loaded up in a van and headed south on Interstate 15 to Bloomington. An hour and a half later, and after a long, unpaved road, they finally reached the parking area. Before they went inside, the girls were split in 2 groups among the 5 counselors, and then told to form a straight line. A counselor was at the front of the line, then 3 of the girls, then another counselor and another 3 girls, and so on. From the outside, the group had a hard time telling where the cave was at all. The south entrance was basically a hole in the ground after all the blasting, so the counselors and the girls had to crouch and crawl just to get inside. Then, once inside, it was a maze of tight corridors and wide tunnels that can be reduced to just a few feet by large boulders and rock piles. Once they got in, the counselors reformed the line and instructed the girls to hold hands. After some cautious walking and crawling around the interior, the group squeezed through a narrow tunnel one by one and entered a chamber aptly named the Big Room. This room is easily the cave's largest area and is littered with stalactites hanging from the ceiling and large boulders spread out across the floor. This natural beauty of the area was lost on many of the girls though. After going through the tight passage to enter the big room, some of the girls started to express their growing fear. Before entering the cave, many of the girls were excited, but the further in they went, the more they recognized that what they were doing just didn't feel safe. But regardless, the counselors reformed the line once everyone had made it through the small tunnel and they grabbed each other's hands and continued on. Kylie and Megan were in the same group and the two grabbed onto each other tighter and tighter as the line continued forward. At around this point, Megan noticed fear in Kylie, which automatically made her all the more scared. This was the first time Megan had sensed any fear in her at all in all the time she'd known her. Kylie was eventually so scared that Megan had to encourage her to keep going and assure her everything was going to be alright. Just then, for reasons Megan can't remember, she let go of Kylie's hand for a second. In that split second, the sound of tumbling mixed with screaming echoed through the massive chamber before a thud brought it to a stop. Megan whipped around, expecting to see Kylie behind her, but she was gone. By that point, all the lights the group had were pointed in Megan's direction. That's when they noticed a rock ledge that dropped 150 feet immediately to their left they had no idea about.
That's far, man.
The counselors then shined their lights around the lower floor, and there was Kylie, laying motionless on the rock. Several of the counselors then rushed down to her, while the others led the girls out and called for help. When they arrived, medics ran into the cave and started making their way to Kylie, knowing every second could be the difference between life and death. When they finished climbing down more than 100 feet to reach her, though, they immediately knew it was too late. It didn't take more than a single glance at her to know there was no saving her. Afterward, it took a search and rescue team the rest of the day to remove Kylie's body and transport her to the morgue. The group home then informed Kylie's adoptive parents of the accident, and as you might imagine, they were devastated and wanted answers. Surprisingly, this would become
It would be more like when people say something like that, I can't help but think like I would be highly concerned if the parents weren't concerned. Like, oh hey, like your child just passed away, and they were like, oh yeah, okay, chill, no worries. Like, no, I think that should be like a call for concern or something. This is gonna be overlay. No, this is... What is this game overlay? Oh my gosh.
The person who was still in charge of the group home as of 2022 told the Salt Lake Tribune that the group home bears no responsibility in Kylie's death. He pointed to the autopsy and claims the medical examiner told him that Kylie would have died no matter where she was that day because of an undiagnosed heart problem. According to his interview with the Salt Lake Tribune, he was told that Kylie's fall was the result of cardiac arrest and that no one was at fault. The more accepted explanation obviously was that there was a complete lack of preparedness. When the girls followed their counselors into Bloomington Cave that day, the group had only 8 light sources between all 20 of them. 5 had lamps, which each of the counselors wore, and just 3 flashlights for 15 girls to share. This is a sixth of what would typically be recommended for a group that size. Apparently, just before Kylie's fall, visibility was so low among everyone, they were literally feeling their way forward with their feet. That was the only way they could tell if there was solid ground ahead of them. It's still unclear if Kylie took a wrong step or if she lost her balance, but when the area is lit up, it's easy to understand how much of a difference being able to see makes to safety. It's important to note that the official police and autopsy reports list her cause of death as liver lacerations and blunt trauma, both caused by the fall and not her heart. The group home was never held accountable for its role in the accident.
That's so sus.
On the evening of January 15th, 1995,
Okay,
Frank
making
closed his
chat
eyes
now.
as he ducked his head under the shower spray. The sun had just set outside as his mind wandered through a review of the day and what was to come in the next. Then, suddenly, he was snapped out of his daydream. A feeling had come over him, and it was a horrifically uncomfortable one. Frank's son, Conleth, who was known by Con, was supposed to be home by then after a weekend of adventure with a handful of friends. Conleth was a member of the Kevin Street Caving Club at the Dublin Institute of Technology in Ireland, and was part of a group planning to explore the Cradlehole Cave just across the border from Ireland in the United Kingdom. The 10 college students spent the previous day checking out tunnels in a different cave system that really tested them, so on Sunday, a more leisurely exploration was planned. Once that was complete, they'd begin driving the 2.5 hours back to Dublin. However, even with all that planned, Con should have been home by then. Frank then turned the shower off, and the sound of running water was replaced by faint voices coming from downstairs. In an instant, he knew his instincts were correct. After drying off and getting dressed, he rushed down the stairs to find a police officer talking to his wife. When they both turned to look at him, their expressions told him everything. Among the landscape of Northern Ireland, where bedrock has formed sinkholes, caves, and springs, Cradle Hole is the largest. Known locally as Douline, which is another term for sinkhole, Cradle Hole measures more than 100 meters long, 60 meters wide, and 35 meters deep. It was once several smaller caves beneath the surface, but collapsed long ago thanks to the river that flows through the area. Thousands of years of erosion weakened the limestone, and eventually it all sank into the earth. The river then rerouted itself to run through Cradle Hole, giving the cave a constant echo of rushing water. The cave is also divided into two sections, Upper Cradle Hole and Lower Cradle Hole. The upper portion requires visitors to wade through the river into large chambers with beautiful formations all around. From there, water then flows into an underground lake which is 230 feet or 70 meters long. Incredibly, the waterway that connects the upper portion with the lower portion was only discovered in 2010, and much of the river inside the cave is cold and deep. This is sort of a unique experience even in caving, making the sinkhole system a must-visit for avid cavers. At 21 years old, Con was already a passionate adventurer who enjoyed climbing mountains. His dream was to one day summit Mount Everest, but he enjoyed caving equally as much. Also among the group of 10 entering Cradle Hole that Sunday were 20-year-old Philip and 22-year-old Patrick. Both were members of the Kevin Street Caving Club, and Patrick was one of the founders, and Philip joined about a year after its formation. And despite being a caving club, everyone in the group was relatively inexperienced at it. This was far from their first cave exploration, but there was still a lot they didn't know about the way different caves behave. Around noon on that Sunday, the college students entered Cradle Hole and advanced into a huge chamber. On the other side of it was a narrow tunnel that continued on into the system. The group then waded through the river in the direction of the tunnel, and when they neared it, Patrick told the rest of them to wait while he checked to see if it would be safe to enter. He noticed the river was moving pretty quickly in the wide open chamber, so he was concerned that the current might be too strong when it concentrated in the more narrow tunnel. On top of that, the water level was almost in line with the top of the passage. Of course, the corridor could widen out just beyond the opening, which would allow them to pass through it, but there was only one way to find out. Horrifyingly, by the time he figured things out, it was too late. The area around the karst landscape surrounding Cradle Hole had experienced several days of heavy rain leading up to January 15th, and although it was a beautiful day outside when they entered the cave, rainwater was still seeping through the limestone and into the river. This greatly increased the depth and power of its current. Patrick didn't seem to recognize the danger he was in and smiled at the others as he took a big deep breath and tried to swim against the current. All of a sudden, he disappeared. Philip was the closest to Patrick, and he entered the raging current to help his friend, but Philip was immediately trapped in the current too, and just like Patrick, it swept him away. Con was the next one in to try to help, and within moments, he was gone, just like the others. The current had swept all three of them into a narrow passage that was so flooded there was very little space between the surface of the water and the ceiling. This meant that air would be scarce until they were spit out on the other end of the tunnel. The danger of this seemed to be lost on the other 7 group members. They stood there, expecting to be let in on the joke any second, thinking this was all a big prank. However, this anticipation slowly transitioned into fear. Just 20 minutes earlier, they first entered Cradle Hole for what they believed would be a casual cave exploration before heading home, and now they were faced with a tragedy. The 7 remaining members then split up to try to see if the other 3 were maybe trapped in another chamber, but despite searching the various passages, there was no sign of them. They searched for almost 4 hours before realizing they were going to need help from emergency services. So around 4 o'clock, the 7 cavers exited Cradle Hole and called in the incident. That sparked about 50 rescuers into action as experienced cavers and police divers raced to the cave. Outside, 2 helicopters from Britain's Royal Air Force searched the outlet area of the river, but not a single sign of the 3 was found before the search was suspended for the night. Around the same time the effort was wrapping up, authorities began informing family members that their sons were missing. There was something inside Frank that knew better though. Something inside him knew that he'd be identifying his son's body within the next few days. The next morning, the search continued, and by that point, the current and height of the river had reduced dramatically, and the hope was that the 3 men managed to find a pocket of air or a large chamber where they could wade out the water. Tragically, that wasn't the case. Around 24 hours after they first entered Cradle Hole, Patrick and Philip's bodies were found, and it would take another day for Cons to be recovered.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Today, there is a memorial plaque.
Oh my god, I
outside
just
Cradle Hole
finished.
in remembrance of the 3 young lives that were taken too soon.
Oh, we're done.
On Friday, August 19th, 2016, 12 Italian scuba divers.
It's done! It only took me like... Oh wait, I just like zoomed in on that. My bad. I'm gonna show it on stream. Not that one. Not that one. Wait, no, it is this one. But this is the wrong one. No. Oh wait, no, this is the one I need. On my monitor. It's done! Oh my goodness. This is what I was racing to get done before 9 p.m. Which means we can now move on to Attack on Titan. We are done literally 2 minutes ahead. Wait in Know That Site. Photoshop? You know Photoshop? Nice. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean in terms of wait, I know that. Do you mean YouTube? Do you mean Lethal Company? No, as a student, I get discounts, so I have the actual Photoshop. Okay, I'm gonna export this as quick export. You'll be, well, if you go back to law school, you'll be a student. So, did you see the, what did I just click? Did you see the Discord message I sent regarding I can just check Discord. Ooh. What are you talking about? Wait, you're actually tripping. I'm so confused. Nah, you are cooked. I don't know what you're on, but that'd be wild. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I have been live for it. Okay. So I need to go to what's my latest? I think Marvel Rivals is the one that I've set up most recently. Or is it League? No, Marvel Rivals is the one I've set most recently. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate this one, turn it into my Lethal Company one. Try not to accidentally dock myself. Dock? Question? Yeah, what is it? Okay, this is gonna have to be Lethal Company. Is that my hair? No, it's a wig again. I own so many wigs. I wanted to give a little bit of a bob going down. And you know, if I cut my hair like this, if I cut it this short, I don't think I'd hate it, which is something I don't think I've ever thought I'd say. Like, it's worrisome. It's worrisome how much fun I had putting this on that I'm like, oh, am I having a moment? Should I be worried about this moment? At source, this is gonna be my Lethal Company. Lethal. Oh my goodness. Wait, someone help me. Lethal Company. Overlay. I almost just passed away there. Okay. Oh my god. My camera's so tiny. We're also trying a new camera position. Is it a vibe? Is it working? You tell me. We're gonna move it down. Like, it feels like it could be a vibe, but I don't know. So we need to have more company downloaded. I think we'll have to spend like 10 minutes before we get started of going over what we need downloaded and what we don't need downloaded. What is this? This needs to come in front. Oh my god, where are all my alerts? Oh my gosh, that's where my overlay went? Okay, cool. Move. Latest sub. I'm gonna have to change this. Isn't this so much fun being able to hear what it is I'm setting up? Isn't this the best stream ever? Wow. Okay, now I need stream label, add source. This is follower. Ah! Also, apparently the game I want to play doesn't have a category on Twitch, and kind of got me down. You know? Always thought I would have a category on Twitch, but I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna look at what mods we need. I think it's more company, more money. We're gonna have all the mother. I don't want to hear anything different. We deserve that money. Okay, so that's can go on alerts. And then I have a fox. What is this? ATS. You know, I'm sure I got that for like a really specific and really amazing reason. No idea. Okay, and then I'll have the game on, and then I need chat. I need a chat box for this. So we're gonna do chat lethal company. And then we're gonna have to shrink this. Browser settings, 400? Yes. 350? Better. 200. 250. Nailed it. Okay, you know what? I'll do that now. Okay, Attack on Titan just isn't gonna happen tonight. Okay, we're gonna do that now. I just wait, we're not playing Lethal Company yet. I was just getting it set up. Okay, back to just chatting. I'm gonna open up. Hey, Bubba Fresh, what's up? How have you been? Got any cons coming up? Got anything exciting planned this winter? Okay, so we are using Thunder Store, the thing I sent in Discord. Thunder, was it Thunder? It was. I'm gonna hide everything on my stream now. All the cons. Okay, we're gonna hide this. Okay, I'm gonna set it up. Select game. Set profile. Looks like you don't have any mods installed. Get mods. So I think it's more company if I'm recalling. Do I have to download with dependencies? Yes. Okay, and then, oh, I think I could just make a profile and share that with you. I hope so. The thing is, when I played this game first, it was someone else set it up. Oh, it's company executive. Here it is. So like some of them I'm remembering and some of them I can't. Lethal Company. This one. And then I think there's one with all the moons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's an extra slot. You want a request? What do you want? I don't have Spotify. I don't even have a Spotify account. I don't even have a free one. Plus, I don't know how to do that thing that you were talking about in terms of like separating it so that I don't get copy striked. Okay, so I have more company executive, which gives money, needy cats, and reserved item slot. I think there's one more. I think it's lethal company extra suits. Additional suits. Okay, I got it. Oh, I don't know which one this is. Additional suits. Jerry? Is it Jerry? Alex Codes Games. Oh, Alex Codes Games additional suits. There we go. That'll work. I would actually love it if you could. That'd be amazing. Okay, I have mods. How do I share? Share. Okay. Watch me get these people wrong and I invite the wrong people to this lobby. Amazing. Actually amazing if I do that. I am so good with technology. It's like, please, please. I have a 50-50 chance right now. I can't spell. I can't spell. Oh my god, I couldn't send it. I have to. Okay. I'm not able to send this person a message because we're not friends on Discord. Well, we might never be. That's okay. I trust that when the time comes, they'll see it. They'll get it. Oh, I read the message. Oh, I read that message. Oh my god. No, why does Nixon just seems to always. Okay, wait. I was gonna play AOT. I think I'm just gonna play Valorant this time around because I wanna be engrossed in Attack on Titan. I have to change my stream name. Yeah, I'm gonna play Valorant and hopefully my stream doesn't crash. We will see. No, the fat. Oh, he really tried, didn't he? Aww. Did anyone clip it? Can anyone send me the clip of that? Oh, I hope you do. If anyone's on Valorant, wants to run some Swifties, let me know. Hey, Jam. Running some Swifties if you're online just before we start at 9. At least that's the plan. and hoping not to crash my stream, but we will see. You know what? I'm gonna trust that she gets this to him in time. All right. Join my server when you get the chance. And I will drag you into VC. My game's launching. It's gonna take a minute. There we go. Ooh, almost. Why do I always do that? I always try and type my password into my Discord and just let the world see. It's not like my account has any like good qualities or anything, so it could be fine. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. You know, tired actually.
Oh, are you tired?
I don't know. I didn't sleep much.
Ooh.
I had to pull up for a secret stream. You know what I mean?
So
I watched
secrets
like.
to blame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That
I
makes sense. That tracks.
yeah. You know. Oh, hey. If anything, I blame everything on secret.
That's good. That's good. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
He's not even here to defend himself, so like go for it.
Let's go. All right. So every bad decision I've made in my life is on secret, even before I met him.
Exactly. Wait. Did you
Yeah.
manifest him into your life?
I guess I did.
That might be on you though at that point.
What? Yeah, okay,
If you manifested him into your life, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. Oh,
I think no. I
just
think
came
that's
back.
on.
Awkward.
Oh, hey, secret. What's happening, man?
He's not even joining right now.
What?
He has to go do laundry apparently, because that's more important than us.
Oh,
Oh shoot, he's in the den. Do I drag him? I could not. I could just.
no. What did bro do?
No, no, please don't tell me my computer already crashed.
What? Is it frozen?
Please. I hope not. I
Okay,
barely even launched Valorant. What is wrong with Valorant?
okay. Your stream is alive. You're online on Valorant.
Oh,
You're good.
okay. No, Valorant's working, but my other screen is still frozen. So I'm trying to decide.
Risk it. Alt tab.
I think I need to. I'm gonna go to my settings. Should I do full screen or windowed?
I would do full screen if you want to keep Valorant open when you're alt tabbing.
That doesn't matter so much.
If that doesn't matter, just go full screen. If everything breaks, blame it on secret.
Got you. Well, he said alt tab too, so like.
Okay.
Nope, I gotta restart. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Fuck.
Why is it always Valorant?
Okay, wait. Actually, wait. Hold on. Shortcut to there's a shortcut, I forgot. Try Windows Control Shift B.
No, nothing.
Wait, like your screens didn't go black or anything?
No. Nope.
Huh? Okay, just to make sure I'm not going insane, I'm gonna like okay in your general chat. Oh wait, can you even see Discord
I
right
can
now?
open it on my phone.
All right, okay. Yeah.
In what order should it be? Or just
There
all at
shouldn't really
once?
be an order.
No, my screen's just... It's still... My cursor's moving.
Huh.
But I can't click on anything. Oh, now it's loading.
Oh,
It's Streamlabs.
wait. Do you
Over
have OBS
every...
or Streamlabs OBS?
I have Streamlabs OBS.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah. It's got the
Good.
little spinning circle of death happening right now. Is my stream
Wait.
still on? Am I still live?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. I love it when I can't control my own stream.
Bro. Actually, well, because
Okay. I'm gonna restart.
all right.
I'll be back.
See you in like 15.